dude.
See how positive that start was. The positivity, honestly, was about the new format that you've uploaded.
Yeah,
That
new
you've made.
format. Yeah, quick change there, man. Kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like new laptop, new recording software. Into lockdown. I reckon we've had less than 12 hours to sort this out.
This is
and I've been asleep for 10 of them. So
this is lockdown. So this is actually the second official lockdown, right?
it looks like it. Yeah, I think. For me, the reason we didn't do it before is because we weren't officially in a lockdown. Where we had this shady tier system where bits of the country were you could do what you want, bits of the country were in lockdown, like Leicester and places like that. So it never felt quite right to bring this thing back.
But now we're back.
But
what
now
episode are we on?
But now we're back in the game, bro, and it's a good question because I don't know what episode this is. I think it's 18 of the lockdown companion.
It's my co-host thing, isn't it, to check? Because I'm actually, I feel like I went up a peg when it was Where's Ollie, because I was like almost as important as you, whereas now I've gone back down again to the lockdown companion. No, a little bit though. A little bit, you have to admit. A little bit, tiny bit.
I don't think
I'm
so.
back down. I know it.
I don't think so at all. Nah, man, this is a joint effort, for sure. It'd be pretty shitty if I sat here on my own doing this, to be honest.
Hey, I do it.
Yeah,
I do it for my YouTubes.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, you have started doing it.
We've got to catch up since our last podcast, haven't we? What you been up to?
I mean, Christmas. You know,
that was
Christmas.
It?
Yeah.
Did we? Oh yeah, it's been Christmas.
It's been Christmas, man. Yeah, strangest Christmas ever, but it's been Christmas.
Lovely time of year, though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, just Christmas, dude. Like, finally took some time off. Last year was last year, wasn't it? We can forget about it, but it was hectic, dude. It was a crazy year. Like working at home the whole time. Not really taking a break because home is work and work is home, like many people. So I thought for the first time in about 10 years, I was going to actually take off the break in between Christmas and New Year. So I closed my laptop and everything down on the Friday or Thursday, whenever it was that we broke up. And I didn't open it again until Monday, yesterday. Which was nice, like really, really cool. Needed the break, needed to do a bit of thinking and just stop for a bit. Like I had a few podcast guests lined up and I cancelled those because I was like, look, I'm not feeling it like at all. I just need to rest and recuperate a little bit.
Dude,
so
I'm imagining you opening your laptop and literally before it's all the way open, Boris's voice is coming out. And as you reach the top when it's at 90 degrees, Boris just tells you.
And you just shut it straight back down again like that. We'll deal with that another day. So yeah, dude, for me, to be honest, just a little bit of chill time, a little bit of R&R. It's kind of frustrating, isn't it? You sit and I'm a bit of a goal setter, I'm a bit of a writer, so I sort of sat and wrote down all these things I want to do, and then Boris dropped the bombshell yesterday that we're going back into lockdown, which in theory doesn't really change many of my plans too much, but it definitely does add a little bit more. I remember when we first went into lockdown last year, there's a level of uncertainty and anxiety that comes with it. And I don't quite know why it's there, because I'm I'm okay. I'm really lucky that we work in an industry that's relatively unaffected. People still buy underwear, people still buy bike parts, but it's more just that general feeling of uncertainty that I think you get tarnished with. If that makes sense. This is the level of uncertainty is just astonishing, and people are scared.
That's
and
all of it.
Yeah,
it's almost all of it. It's those weird micro things that you get in everyday kind of if you see someone and the things that you miss out. There's just little micro things that make you feel okay about the world. And when you're not in contact with anyone, and the only people you are in contact with are a little bit like you're fucking diseased, it's gonna make you feel weird, isn't it?
Totally. So it is a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Again, but
it is.
But
ultimately, I think a good way of looking at it is that not a great deal has changed. Certainly, where I live,
okay,
I was already in a certain tier, so Really, not all that much has changed. Like, more shit's closed down, which is miserable. It is depressing, but it will open back up again, we hope. Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
fingers
maybe it won't,
crossed.
hey. Oh,
Fingers
maybe
crossed.
I'm getting it now. Yeah, fingers crossed for everyone anyway.
Yeah. No, it's wank. It's wank. You know, it's
Yeah.
wank. You know, we're back in this situation again. I thought when we last wrapped up this episode, the last episode of lockdown, it was like, right, there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And there was always, I think, that little bit of a feeling of we're probably going to have some more issues. I just didn't think it'd be this, not this long, but like this bad, I guess. Like back into another lockdown for 2 months. Like we know for a minimum it's until 22nd of February, I think.
Yeah, I remember the last one coming out of it was like people making almost like jokes about when we go into the next lockdown.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
And I remember thinking back then like, shut up, like you're just being fucking. I don't know. I just thought, fucking come on, just be a bit positive, but. We're back.
We're back. Dude, we organised a fucking meet-up. We organised a meet-up to celebrate. I was like, how pathetic was that now?
So pathetic. I mean, honestly, it's like a little cluster of, like, slightly spreading. So, I remember, I'm slowly remembering what we used to talk about on the first one, because it was mega weird, the first one, but I remember we did do a certain amount of, like, clearing shit up, or at least, like, talking about it, because I don't watch the news quite enough to get everything that goes on.
Yep, same.
And I'm a little bit too dumb.
Oh mate, massively dumb. Massively dumb.
So I think what this one is about is this variant which like spreads it quicker, right? So now we've got crazy numbers all of a sudden, and that's why they're shutting it down. And I know it seems stupid, and I know like it's just the flu, this and that, but ultimately all it's about is hospitals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah. It seems that way. And
I tell you what, I used the hospital recently.
Yeah, I know.
Since the last episode.
A bit of a strain on the NHS, really, weren't you, in 2020? Let's be honest.
What a bell end.
At least you waited till the last days of the month of the year to get yourself in there.
That's true. I was tier 2 strain, so we were chilling here in Waverley.
Yeah, I know. It's just insane when you like look at it that, you know, almost the rest of the country was in lockdown, and then that little bit where you live was like not, and then again, even recently, you know, the whole of the country almost felt like it was in lockdown, apart from Sheffield, which was left alone in this little tier on its own, tier 3. It's just, I think the problem is as well, man. You know, you definitely don't want to get too political on this, but there's just so much confusion. Well, there was. Yeah. Now we know, like, we're locked down, but. And I think people have
thing almost unified. Like it just means we're all
on the same boat, aren't we?
Like, oh, I don't know whether I can go to this place, or I don't know whether I can speak to these people, or this. Like I think that's what pisses people off. Whereas, at least we're all in the same. We're all eating a giant shit sandwich. So
and having to listen to this shit. So it's. I think that's it. There, people are just a bit tired of it, obviously, and I don't know, you know, and it's a tough thing to sort of quantify and really understand, because there's so much other, you know, you can hear all these different people talking about it, about different stats and looking at it differently and everything like that, but ultimately the system's going to do what the system wants to do, so we're just going to have to live with it and try and make the best of a bad situation, which I feel like we did a good job of it last time around, you know, and it was. Yeah, I want to say a quick thank you to people too for reaching out last night, because as soon as we went in lockdown, my phone was like on fire.
Mine, so good. It's nice that people liked the shows, I guess, isn't it? It's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. That's not bad at all. Fucking hell, I can't remember. There was like.
You sound negative, man. You sound negative today.
Do I? Yeah.
We need to get. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
All right. Let me. Okay.
We need to get your glass a little bit, just a bit more full.
Yeah, I was just talking to someone else about it. It's like, it's just that little bit of anxiety that comes around with it as well.
No, I know, I'm joking. It is wank. It is wank for everyone, absolutely. Yeah.
And you know what? I think most of my shit as well is I like worry about other people. It's like, because I'm okay, like I know I'm going to be alright. Ultimately, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, but like, I worry about other people, man. Like, I'm just like, fucking people with like these small businesses and stuff like that, and people that are, you know, maybe just fresh out of college or uni and they can't get jobs. Like, it's just the shittest situation.
See,
But
you're that's a sign of a really nice guy. Really nice guy. It is. I only worry about friends and family, and everyone else can get fucked.
Yeah.
Obviously, our listeners count as friends.
Yeah. No, it's a family, bro.
It's
Podcast family.
They count as family, man.
It's the real family, bro.
On a serious note, I just worry. To be honest, I've got two 90-year-old grandparents, and I just like in between these lockdowns, we got the chance to go over and sit in the garden with them, and it's not. Dude, I don't worry about that. They're super sharp and they look after themselves and they're amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just the isolation is just fucking wank, and the weirdness, and to just be in your house like a bit scared, like they're with it. They know what's going on. They understand why, but they can't see any of us, and it's just I just fucking hate that. I would like nothing more than to go over to my grandparents and just hang out.
Totally. And I think as well, I mean, today's the first day of it, really, so it's like probably one of the hardest days in some ways because you can't come into terms again with it. I mean, Emma said this morning, my girlfriend, she was like, it's just weird to think that I'm probably not going to see my family again until February. And I was like, fuck, like, I don't really think about it like that.
Yeah, it's shit, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But it's shit for all of us.
Yeah, shit for all of us. But
what,
we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with this thing again.
We are gonna have some fun. Can we first of all, before we move on, because obviously we've got, can we just have just a moment of like sympathy for me and for my broken ankle experience?
Oh, have you broke your ankle? I didn't know.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a thing with my leg up so that I can podcast because I have to have my ankle above my knee.
You can have that gag if you want it now. The podcast gag. You can have it.
What was it? Oh yeah, I can't remember it though. I can't remember it.
It's a pod.
I've got my
cast.
I've got okay. Start getting the chish. So I get my I've fuck's sake. Yeah, I've got a podcast on my left ankle. So that's the gag. I've butchered it. Shit,
There's another one as well. There's another gag that we said we'd save until we. I think it's kind of funny that we might have that conversation for people listening. Like, oh, we'll save that gag for next time we talk.
So bad at gags. So shit at gags.
What did someone put last night? The limp down companion. Thought that was pretty good.
Limp down. I didn't hear that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the limp down companion. I saw that one last night.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. Yeah.
So what's going on with this broken ankle then, bro? What happened?
Oh, what a load of wank.
Why are you jumping off stupid shit?
Yeah, obviously you've seen my YouTube video, but most of the people who are listening probably haven't, or maybe they have, or whatever. But yeah,
I think they have.
I went out and I went out on like a really normal ride, and went off something that I would normally go off. I've been off before, and I broke my ankle. Nothing happened, dude. I've got no takeaways. It's good actually for me to get a chance to talk about it because it's like, yeah, I get so many nice comments, but I also get quite a few like, why the fuck do you do that?
Really?
Yeah, you get quite... And I'll tell you what, I've not got a lot on at the minute, dude. I've not got a lot on, so I'm looking at the comments right now.
You're taking them in.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's fucking bad. I'd never normally, but I try and reply to people. People are lovely. But like, any shitty ones, I wouldn't normally react. But right now, I'm like, you motherfucker.
Wow. Just get a video conversations going with people, man. It's the way forward.
Video conversations.
Yeah.
What with someone who goes, have you never heard of ankle braces?
Really?
Yeah, like it shouldn't annoy me. I don't actually care. When I think about it, I don't care. But I've bitten on a few, which sucks.
I bet. Don't you wear ankle braces anyway?
Yeah, for the last 2 times I've broken my left ankle, I've been wearing an ankle brace. Ankle braces aren't like you can just jump off fucking buildings with them. If your ankle's going to break, it's going to break. If anything, an ankle brace channels movement it makes your ankle a more 2D join.
Right,
So
yeah.
it stops it rolling and it stops it, which is what I want. I don't want another dislocation or anything. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things. Quite a weird one, really, dude. Quite a like, yeah, quite weird to land something, as far as I can see, perfect, and have a broken ankle. I have like a really shit injury, so I've gone in, I've had it pinned and plated, and yeah.
Oh, have you had it pinned and plated again?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Different area.
Right.
I've
Right. So
broken all
you've got screws in one bit, and then you've put a plate and screws in another bit.
Yeah. So my first one, I broke off the bone surface, so it just became bone on bone. The second one, I crushed my navicular as a result, probably of wearing an ankle brace because the ankle had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I've broken off the bottom of my tibia or fibia, the talar joint, and had that pinned and plated back on. So
Wow.
you know, it is, yeah, it's fucking annoying.
And the result of those other breaks has been having arthritis in it as well.
Yeah, like literally, I just had accelerated arthritis from the first one, so that's why I walk around with a limp.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And
Wow.
But yeah, it's fucking annoying one. I've got nothing that when have you last had a crash? Like no product failed, no human error was involved.
Yeah, it's not even a crash.
And fucking no, it's not even a crash. Exactly. Even the doctors, I showed the doctors, they're like, meh. Because we got it all on video. It's surreal, dude.
It is weird.
And the fact I had it on video, I was just like, I didn't even know if I was going to make a video of it, but I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to film everything, and then I can decide at a later date. You don't have to.
Yeah. I liked it, and it did really well for you as well. Because, like you said, people are rubbernecking, they want to know what's gone on and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's that. So I just thought we could have just a moment of like, oh, Olly's in lockdown with broken ankle.
Yeah, mate, honestly, my heart bleeds. It really does.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I actually think it's good to talk about injuries because honestly, the worst thing you can have is an injury where you just feel completely alone. And you feel like I've had two where they've told me my career's over. Doctors
have you?
Told me
Wow, what was the other ones?
Ankle injuries. Both of them. They said like walking is going to be difficult and you certainly won't be able to ride.
Jeez.
Like, twice, dude. Twice.
Yeah, but do you take it in? Like, do you go, oh fuck, like maybe I should?
Mate,
like,
fucking right. You're in your underpants in a bed with no one around. You're staring at a hospital ceiling. I'm not gonna lie. It is a really, really. There are moments after. Yeah, it's weird, man. I have a weird thing with injuries because there's certain aspects of them that are like a forest fire, and I kind of think it links to the pandemic. Like, I kind of hope we come out the other side of it, like, with renewed. I don't know, with renewed kind of.
I feel like
what's the word?
A zest for life after.
Exactly,
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like
towards what you've got, appreciation. That's what I'm trying to.
For the people around you and the opportunities you've got to go out and do shit with other people as well. Yeah.
And actually, and I really notice it in the comments actually with injuries and stuff. Like, I guess you, obviously we do a sport where people get injured, and you can really see like people really want to talk with you about it. They want to share their experiences. They've had a shit experience, and if you've had a shit injury, you then know that it really almost help. It does actually help. Nice comments actually really do. And I'm not quick to say any of it means anything. I'm quite like,
No, I know what you mean. I think it's always interesting when an athlete in our sport has a big, and I'm not saying yours isn't big, but like big injury, like a broken back or something, how that community of people rallies round to like support them. Like when Brooke, got injured, and everyone from Martin Ashton to Tarek to whatever, we're all reaching out and trying to go visit him and all that sort of stuff. But it's funny because I guess in theory, even something like an ankle break could affect your career.
Yeah, dude. I'm not comparing anything, but certainly the last two times when I've been told I'm not going to ride again, it I quite like riding, right? So
yeah.
Honestly, those two times for me were some of the worst fucking holes I've been in. Genuinely.
Wow. Yeah.
And
so has it just happened with this one then?
How do you mean?
Did the doctor say anything like that to you in the hospital?
No.
Right.
This one they were much more positive about, and I hope it wasn't because they were hungover from their staff Christmas party or something. but genuinely they were. They said it was like a clean break, and pinned in. Obviously, you can always expect arthritis, and you know, I spoke to them, and they were like, "Yeah, your joint's already pretty fucked," kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't receive the same amount of negativity, and certainly I didn't have someone saying my career's over, which is like, yeah, the last two were fucking brutal.
Wow.
I remember just trying to talk to anyone possible, anyone that's had anything remotely ankle-like, you know, like about fusion, and still, and people reach out. So like Matt Priest, you know Matt Priest, the BMXer.
Yeah, I know the name, but I don't know him personally.
Okay,
but I know
Matt
the name.
Priest is an amazing BMX rider for sure. Have a look at his videos.
Yeah.
Anyway, Matt Priest is a fucking G, because he's actually now, like, I have so much respect for Matt Priest. Matt Priest has had similar injury to what I've had, where you just basically get catapulted into chronic, like quite late stage arthritis. So really painful to walk, really painful to ride, all of that stuff. And you know, dude, I appreciate this doesn't sound like much, but having constant pain is annoying.
Yeah.
It is like, I'd say more than annoying. It like fucking wears you down, dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wears you down.
No doubt. And
So
it hurts.
Matt,
Go on. We'll go over that after. Go on.
yeah. So Matt's now had he was talking to me about the pain I have and what it's like to ride and this and that. And I think both of us are lucky in that it's our front foots. So on your front foot, you don't have to bend as much when you think about it. You probably never thought about it, but your back foot bends way more because of the angle of your leg, if you see what I mean, right?
Yep, makes sense.
So he's now got his front foot fused to stop the pain. So
Right.
literally 90 degrees, like a Playmobil foot, which is what I'm ultimately looking at in however many years' time.
Yeah.
And you watch him now, and he's doing nasty dump threes. He's doing sevens on fucking steep trails. Already, dude, I have so much respect for him, because I know what it's like to lose your... The reason Matt Priest is probably good, the reason Matt Priest can do 720s is that he can run away from his bike. He's like a cat. And it's certainly the case for me as well. When I do a three, I can't now bail, run away down a landing. I have to just fucking take it.
Right, yeah.
To see him do it with a fused ankle, zero suspension, is so sick. He's the man.
That's cool. Right. Amazing.
Yeah. But it's amazing talking to people. I talked to Paigey, I talked to PT about when I was all down in the dumps and feeling sorry for myself before. And it's really helpful.
Yeah, yeah. And it's good as well, I guess, that you've got, you know, we joked about it, about the podcast family or like social media family or YouTube following. Like when you are down in the dumps or you're struggling or whatever, they come along on the journey with you a little bit and they're there to help support you, right? Which is really nice.
I'm obviously joking. The shit I say about comments, I enjoy talking to people. It's all good.
No, I know what you mean.
Absolutely,
No,
it's really nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So when does it hurt? Like mainly your ankle. You say riding hurts, or
I'll do
mornings.
No, the entire time.
Right.
The whole time it hurts, and it's like so if I'm sat on a sofa, you know, and my foot's not up, it's not like, I just sound like a moaning gimp, so I try not to talk about it. But it is the whole time. I mean, even if I go swimming, then the joint feels like it's like coming apart, and even that is a horrible feeling because you feel like it's just floating around. Like, yeah, I've got a good friend, Jake, at school. He was 16. He did what I've now got. So he's from 16 onwards. He's had awful arthritis, and when I was younger, we used to like fuck about. We broke into a private school and used to get chased by a security guard. I remember looking back to Jake, like, he's a gangster on a bike, by the way. He did it on a moto.
Right.
I remember looking back, being like, "Fucking dude, just run! What are you doing? Like, I know you broke your ankle, but just fucking run!" You know. I remember being like frustrated with him. Like, I understood that he'd had a bad crash and that he's 2 years on from the recovery, but just run. Yeah, all right, yeah. Your ankle doesn't bend, but run. And I always think about that because it's something that you can't understand until you've got it. And I think it's the case for every injury, every sort of ongoing condition injury. You kind of can't comment, and it's made me think like that. It's made me think, fuck, I don't know what it's like to always have a tummy ache, or I don't know what it's like to have.
True.
Even to the point where I don't know what it's like to be worried about everything. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm a fucking
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Because like even when it comes to the mental health side of it, if you've never had it, you can't sympathise with it, and it's hard to even know what to say to someone who's struggling with that stuff. Definitely.
No, exactly. I know what it's like to be sad. I know what it's like to be down. But for me personally, I've always had, I've been able to go, I know I'm sad. Someone told me I couldn't ride forever.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Just fucking do something else. Stop being a Burke. Like there's way worse stuff out there. Yeah. Whereas an overwhelming feeling from within, I can't relate to, really. I can only relate to it with my own sadness, which is a different thing,
when you crashed and you knew your ankle was broken and you went into that annoying shock phase, which is you just start shaking all over like a shitting dog. It's like the weirdest thing that your body does that. Were you like in the back of your head thinking like, fuck, this could be that one injury that tips this ankle over the edge and it gets fused or something?
Oh, dude. So I was like, that amount of pain happens a bit, just every now and then. So like the weirdest times, like sometimes I'll ride, like in the summer I'll ride like clay trails and I'll case by honestly an inch. You just hang a tiny bit. Like it happens a lot if you pull up, you hang a tiny bit, and then that pain is just like overwhelmingly gnarly.
Yeah.
But quite often it subsides. So at first I was like, fuck me, that was a bottom out and my ankle really hurts. But I think maybe I'll be okay. And then as soon as I sat down, I was like, I know this pain,
Yeah.
And what I was really scared about is I have a bone called a navicular with a load of screws in it, and it's like your scaphoid, so it's just like a circular thing in your foot that allows that. Is that called lateral movement? Maybe, whatever.
Could be.
But, yeah, I think it's lateral movement. So that one, I was really worried that I'd like nutcrackered again, because then it would just be a shit show. It'd be like bits of metal, bits of bone, and I was like really thinking, fuck, please say it's not that. Please say it's not that. Please say it's not that.
Mm.
And then in a way, like videoing it, as stupid as it fucking is, and as much as I was doing it, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And will I ever, as if I'm ever going to put this up. Videoing it made me like, and quite often, like, fake it till you make it. Like, if you can't be positive, just fucking pretend for a bit. And by the time you finish pretending, maybe you'll feel a bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fucking hell. Strange, man. There's a lot more going on than what people might think, I guess, with an injury like that. Someone whose job is to ride bikes. Like, even, I think you've timed it pretty good, though. Other than Christmas, like, we're in lockdown anyway. It's probably...
Yeah.
Any trips been cancelled for you or anything anyway?
Yeah. Equally, though, it's also kind of... Yeah. I'm being positive about it, but, I'm glad I'm being positive about it, because I could look at it as it's made something miserable even more miserable.
Yeah.
I really rely hard on riding if something's shit. So, and that's just like throughout my life. I go on a cross-country ride, I'm fucked off. I go on a cross-country ride, I'm sad. I go on a cross-country ride. So, like, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah.
Do I do a podcast? What do I try and do a shitty video on YouTube? What if it gets no views? Then I might be sad.
It won't happen. So it's both are options.
So yeah, that's that. Yeah. But I think injuries are a good thing to talk about, and equally, if anyone ever, I know I'm not interested in comparison. I know this isn't the worst injury in the world, and it's not the best injury in the world. But if anyone ever does want to ever talk to people who have been hurt, really across the board, if you speak to someone who has had a similar injury, they'll 100% be understanding, and they'll want to talk to you about it, and they'll understand why it matters so much to speak to someone, because you're on your own. When you're lying there and you've been told something bad, you're fucking proper in the woods, and no amount of someone saying "you'll be okay, dear," or your girlfriend giving you a hug, it doesn't help. It's like
yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry, you'll be alright.
It's scary, man. It's fucking scary being in hospitals and stuff. It's not nice at all, no matter what, is it?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they are the most amazing people.
Yeah.
To be able to do that full time is the most amazing thing ever. And, like, just watching it makes you, like, oh.
Yeah, no doubt, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Especially, I guess, if you're in there and it's times like now, where apparently they're overrun and stuff. So
yeah, so that was a real thought I had in my head, because I did feel guilt when I was in there, and ultimately I didn't do anything wrong, and anything I would consider wrong. Like, I wasn't riding anything crazy in my head. It's something I've done before many times. I don't care about, and I don't know. I didn't feel like I was being reckless. Anyway, I was in the fucking orthopedic ward, So
Okay.
like,
orthopedic. That's mouth, no? No. What's orthopedic?
Right, that's my job.
I thought orthodontics is ortho. I thought that was mouth and nose. No. Fucking hell.
I'm looking it up.
Start as a means to go on.
Okay, so it's a branch of medicine dealing with the correction of deformities of bones or muscles.
All right.
So I was in that ward, and that ward is not a ward that is taken up by COVID patients. And also the people that were operating on me, these are ankle surgeons.
Yeah.
So it just made me think, though, it just means that once those beds are full, the next dude who comes in with a broken ankle, what happens? And that is a crazy thought. That's what an overrun healthcare system looks like, and it is super gnarly. Like, I've thought about that loads since this, actually.
I mean, it's something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, you're right. I mean, what happens if you got to that hospital and they said to you, "Oh, sorry, we can't do it. We've got no room." You'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
You doesn't even compute because you just expect it to be there.
No. And
have you ever been away, like away on a trip or something, and got injured and had to go through all that issue of insurance and stuff like that? Because that definitely makes you think, like, fuck, don't take this stuff for granted at all at home, because, I broke my ankle in the States once, and getting to see a doctor was a fucking nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Insurance certificates, this person had to call this person, and meanwhile you sat there with an ankle that's, fucked. It's like, it makes you think, man.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? I think, I've always jumped on the plane. In fact, the first time I did it, my first ankle break was in Barcelona.
Right.
And I had blisters up to my nuts, all up my leg, from where it swelled so much, and then just had sort of nowhere to go. So all my skin was it was in my jeans.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was sleeping on the floor at Nick Piscetto's house, just on the floor.
Yeah.
So I did one night sleeping on the floor with a broken ankle, then a day travelling back in these jeans with blisters in my legs, and then straight into hospital for like a week.
Really?
And then told that I couldn't ride again. It's not even career ending. It's like the fact that you can't ride again. That's
yeah.
Just to make it clear.
Yeah.
But I didn't go through insurance because I was like, I'm going to end up spending some time out here if I do, which was probably dumb on my part.
Well, maybe if you can get home, don't you?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, this episode's been. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't want to be born. I broke my ankle, all right? I was hoping for a moment of sympathy.
I think we've had it.
Are we 2 hours in now?
Yeah, I reckon. I think you've had it, man.
Right,
come on.
Done for sympathy. All right. What's next?
So what have you been doing? What have you been doing since you broke your ankle? Like, I've seen the vlog. The
what
best
do you think
20.
I've been doing?
Well, I don't know. The 2020 vlog was sick. Really cool. Again, looking back at all the stuff you've been up to was really cool. Like, super interesting. Thank you for the props as well, because I think the lockdown thing last year was a pretty big part of what you did all year. Really, like, it was 4 months of work. So,
I mean,
but yeah,
going back through your year is a really good thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it's crazy to think back. It's like I watched like a little bit of the first lockdown companion. It's not watched like it weren't the first. It was one of the first that we started using the video for. I was like, Jesus Christ, that feels so long ago. Like, the year's gone super fast, but at the same time, that feels ages ago. Like, thinking all the way back to, even Spikeball Chris, it's like, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's just shy of a year ago now.
It would actually be quite funny to play some clips. Like, it's too boring for two guys talking watching themselves talking is too boring to watch. But it would be quite funny to like just actually for you and me to watch it and then go through it and then like come in like fuck yeah, because we'll be able to watch it and witness us sort of getting the idea that this is serious, that this is going to go on for maybe a bit longer, because it was 3 weeks at first, right?
I think it was, wasn't it? It was like, should we just do this for a few weeks and just like, Even I was looking back at like the text messages that we started, and I was like, dude, I've got this idea. What do you think? And we were like going back and forth on names. We had like quarantine. What did we think? I can't remember. Isolation station, quarantine companion. We're going like through all the names and stuff. I was like, geez, this is like ages ago, and then it became a thing.
So, how do you think your perception of this whole thing has changed from the time we started doing lockdown companions until now?
Wow,
that's
good question.
It's a good thing to.
How has it changed? I mean, I think similar to you, I live in quite an isolated little bubble here anyway, right? Like most of my friends and people that I generally interact with throughout the day work in the same environment. You know, I'm really lucky that Emma works from home anyway. Like her job is pretty much untouched. She works in teaching, which it's all over the place at the moment, obviously with kids going in and out of school and whatever, but ultimately she's okay, got a job, whatever. You know, my parents are retired, so they're like whatever, they're just chilling. My dad's a car mechanic, he's like chilling because he's essential, but he doesn't really do much work anyway. So I think from like what I actually interact with and see, it stayed pretty much the same. But then when you start thinking outside of my little bubble and seeing that, you know, there are more cases, but I think I feel like we've gone through these like little, you know, it's been like waves, right? Of like you take it really serious, and then maybe you're like, okay, like you're hearing other bits of information, maybe from different news sources, maybe, and I don't know who to trust. Like honestly, I don't know. But you start hearing like, I don't know. Like I watched the thing ages ago about masks and how they didn't do fuck all, but basically like they didn't do anything. I don't know. I'm not an anti-masker. I'm not an anti-vaxxer or anything like that. But like then that puts that little thought into your head. So you start thinking, well, what's this all about? Like why am I wearing this and what am I doing? And I think it just goes through ebbs and flows. And then all of a sudden now we've gone back into lockdown. So it must be more serious. You know, I was looking at a graph last night that Emma was showing me, where, you know, it literally hockey sticks back up cases, but then again, I don't want to get like too political, but like we're testing more people, so the cases are going to go up exponentially, surely. Whereas originally we weren't, so they were going to flatline a little bit. I don't know, but I think it's more. I'm just like I said before, like it's more like I'm worried about people. Like that's what it is. I just worry about people, about, you know, not being able to go to work, that are at home. And this lockdown, for some reason, doesn't feel as serious, but that's only because I think when it's become normalised that, like, this is what we do now. Like, we sit at home and we don't see our friends as much as we used to. There was, like, little bits, isn't there, where we've gone out and done things. Freedom Ride's a good example. We had people, it was okay, you could do it. All of a sudden now you can only see one person from outside your household. But I hate the fact that it's become normal to do that now. You're like, oh, okay, I'll just see one person. But really, that's massive, dude. That's like everything that human nature is about. Community and interaction and seeing facial expressions and everything that makes us tick has gone. And that's huge. So I don't really know. I don't know. I'm really skewed, to be honest, because I've just fallen into that trap of like, oh, this is what it is. I just do this. I just work from home, and I don't really go out anywhere. Like I barely leave this little area that I'm in, and I really, really don't want that to become normal. Yeah, because
I'm with you. I think where mine's changed. Like I personally, whatever. Maybe I'm off on this, but I personally really trust in the scientific process, and I don't believe that a government can, first of all, keep a secret. So I'm never going to believe any of the slightly more out there ideas. I just think science works in like, well, the majority of us think this, so we're going to do this. There's always going to be like fringe things.
Yeah.
and maybe they're right. Maybe there's data that, you know, you can do a test and it can put a result out that doesn't match the general consensus, but that doesn't mean that it's. Oh, I'm too crap at talking. I've lost the art of speech. It doesn't mean that that's the direction you should go in just because of one anomaly kind of thing. And so with that, I've not faulted. I kind of believe when I'm told to do something, I just think, oh, I'll fucking just do it. And maybe that makes me lame, but
like I say, it's difficult to argue against it, isn't it? It's really difficult, but I think that it is. It's hard to think that it's been handled well. It's hard to go, oh, this is how we should have done it the whole time. Like, oh, this is we should have gone in and out. We should have had, you know, yesterday they sent kids back to school. So 3 point whatever million kids went back to school for one day, and now they're not in today. Like, that's fucking stupid. And now, no matter how you look at it, to me that's like ridiculous. But also like the eat out to help out thing. So okay, we started getting over this thing, and then they force people out for cheap food. Little things like that don't really sit.
No, I'm with
don't
you,
sit well.
There's a massive no. You're right. But there's a massive human element to the whole thing, and it's the first time we've done it. And it's like, you know, when there's a flood, naturally after the flood happens, we're like, fucking, where were the flood warnings? But these things happen, and it's not anyone's. It's almost not anyone's fault. I mean, I can't think again. Like, that's another thing that I've held throughout the whole thing is I can't think of anything fucking worse than being in charge. Like before I didn't want to be in politics, thankfully for us all. But now I can't. Like, it is so the worst job in the world. In my head.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, and I think again, you can say Boris this, he's done this shit job. The government's done this, that, and the other, but I don't want to be in that position. I can't see many people running for that job anymore. You know, it's the shittest job. I
think also through it, well, fucking for one, I've actually had the illness. You've done really well. You've got away with it.
I think. I mean, I was really ill last December.
You can get an antibody test. I reckon you should do it, dude, and we can do votes on whether you've had it or not.
Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah, I could do that.
Have you got any videos of you ill so we can judge for ourselves? I'm not really.
No. It was the whole of December pretty much I spent in bed. It was three and a bit weeks. I was in bed with every
what were your symptoms, because
pretty much everything that they say coronavirus is, apart from loss of taste and smell. I think. Yeah. I can't quite. I was very sick. Like, really hard to breathe, all that sort of stuff. That was December. But again, like, even saying that, people are like, oh, well, it wasn't around in December. It's like, I don't know. Was it? I don't know. It's a fucking weird topic, dude. Like, the more I talk about it, and I think what's become annoying is every conversation you have almost end up talking about it. Yeah. I joke about it in the morning. Like, I go walking the dogs with a friend. Every morning the conversation gets to, like, coronavirus. Like, why are we talking about it again? Like, let's just not give it... Not give it like the attention, but like, we're not going to change anything. I was talking about it on a dog walk. We're not going to make sense of it all of a sudden and go, eureka moment. I know what's going on. Like, I always go into
these things thinking I don't want to talk about it, but like, you can't fucking not talk about it. So you can't hide for very long. You can pretend. You know what I mean? When you're doing long form discussion, you can't play a character.
No, you can't.
You actually end up just being yourself and talking about what you're thinking about. And unfortunately, right now, I can't stop fucking. There's not much else to think about, dude. I've looked at everything that's possible in my living room. I've looked at everything that's possible in this bike room.
Yeah.
Sure, I haven't tidied it up. I could tidy it up, but
you could do.
Keep you distracted for so long, eh?
You could do. Yeah, the house should be spick and span by now.
Fucking isn't. I need to attach a broom to the crutch. That was honestly one of the jobs I was going to do. Attach a broom to my crutch.
Oh, nice. Good idea.
And sweep. That was one thing you forget when you're... just to go back to my injury again.
Yeah, God, fucking hell.
One thing... I forgot that you lose your hands as well. I said, I'm on crutches for a bit. Shut up, it's fine. I can't do anything, dude. I can't.
Have you got those annoying crutch blisters?
I haven't yet. I've been doing some endurance walks, but
really,
no blisters yet. Yeah.
Mate, I don't miss that. I haven't been on crutches for a minute. It's been a while. Touch wood. Jesus Christ! Don't say stuff like that. Touch wood. It's been a while.
I'm 21 now. This is
Yeah, exactly.
Kill it.
So I'd be just to throw it out there, like I'd be interested to hear from people what they want this lockdown companion to look like. I mean, the last one took on a bit of a life of its own, and I'm pretty mindful about not pushing it like that. Like we're not wanting to do crazy things just for the sake of doing not crazy things, but like I don't know. I think things will just happen anyway. But I'd like to hear what people want. Like, what do you want from this? Like, do we need more guests? Do we want to revisit some old guests? Do we need some more segments? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think guests are great, and we're thankful enough that we've got a lot of the phone book to go through still, so we can we can get some really cool guests on. So I'm excited for that for sure.
Yeah, I'd be keen to get some guests on again. Maybe they could join us for a little bit longer. I don't know, something like that. That could be pretty cool.
Davey, how does live shit work? Because certainly a certain element of interactivity, I think, would work for us.
We can do it. We can go live.
It's just an idea. It's just we don't have to include it in this podcast series, but we could do a live one.
Yeah, we can do a live one. Dude, have I had a lot of messages about a live Centurion?
I'm not doing that. You saw what happened last time. I'm not doing anything live, dude. That's the craziest idea ever. Like, fucking people do get pissed on podcasts.
Yeah.
Imagine just the next day, like,
it'd just be awful. It'd just be like, oh, I don't even look what's been said. It'd just be like tragic. Dude, we can do live. We can do a live thing. No problem at all. Like, we can do a live stream event one time, or whenever. With these things can go live. We can do it on YouTube or Facebook, whatever you want to do. I'm happy to just.
Are up for it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to just hear from people, man. Like, what do you want? And also, it'd be nice to hear from people about their like experiences with this. I mean, we're talking back and forth about what we're going through, but like. Sometimes, again, living in our little isolated bubble, you don't think about, not that you don't think about it, but I don't talk to other people that are going through this. Like, have you been furloughed again? I don't know, is your business struggling? Yeah. And here's an idea I had, actually.
That's a really good idea, just that alone. People tell us about their stories, and we kind of read the stories. As long as they don't mind, we read the stories out, and we
could do that. But I got another idea, which I wanted to put out there, and it's not so much of a segment, but I want to give a free sponsorship of every episode, like one episode for a UK small business. So this lockdown companion will you'll get like a minute to talk about your small business or your local or whatever.
Yeah, sick.
So
can I do the first one?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I really haven't come prepared. Welcome to the odub merch store. Now, during this lockdown, we're finding things. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. That could be you, though, dude. That could be you.
Yeah, but I think we should put it out there. So there's a few options that I came up with. So number one would be just reach out through DMs and just tell me or about your small business and what you're going through. And I think the main thing would be, can people buy online from you? And we'll put a link in the show description and give you a shout out for your website and social media. Number two would be, if you want to record a video, if you're in your small business, show us around, tell us what's going on, and then we'll put that at the end of the show. And number three, if you want to record bit of an audio thing and say, look, I've got this small business, whatever it is, like, let's think outside the box, people. What do you do? Do you have a small business? I don't know, builders, merchants, anything that people can maybe are listening to this and go, you know what, I'm going to support that guy. I'm going to go buy my wood or my coffee or my t-shirts, whatever, from that small business. And we'll try and support them. If we do 8 episodes, that's 8 small businesses that we can try and support. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool.
I think that's a fantastic idea, and I think you're full of these ideas, and they're all very nice.
So at the end of every episode, there'll be a slot where we'll plug a UK small business.
Wicked. I look forward to these, actually. I reckon there's going to be some good ones.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, why not? Yeah. So don't be shy, people. Reach out. First come, first serve, probably in the DMs or email or something. Tell me about it, and then we'll figure out how to best promote your small business. No big businesses either.
Like
Come on, B&Q.
Segment. What's it called?
What is it called? Don't Don't know.
But yeah,
We'll come up with something.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know. I really want a segment called Politics now, though, because you're so good at politics.
See how quickly you come up with them. It's incredible. Ollytics.
Ollytics.
I'm
Olly's take on the UK coronavirus.
Every single answer would be, I wouldn't touch that with a shitty stick. What do you think about the traffic lights? I wouldn't touch that with a shitty stick. What do you think about policy regarding foreign? I wouldn't touch that with a shitty stick.
It's Ollycy, not policy. It's Ollycy.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay, cool.
So we'll call it the. How about the UK Small Business Accelerator? We'll give it some like oomph.
No, you did a fucking stinker there. All of the other ideas were good, but you did a stinker there. The UK
I don't know.
Small Business Accelerator. Right, we're making a T-shirt with that. That is so shit. That's getting a T-shirt, and it's going to be Times New Roman.
We'll come up with something. There'll be something. But yeah, at the end of every episode, anyway, we'll promote a small business.
Nice. So
That'll be nice.
Guests, we got small business. We got people telling their stories of. They can be happy stories as well. I'll be stoked to hear some happy stories as well.
Yeah, more happier the better.
More happy the better. If you got a happy story, because then we could do a sad story, mix in a happy story afterwards.
Yep.
Just lift the mood.
Oh yeah, I'm into that. That'd be cool. We should probably carry on doing the like, what are you listening to? What are you watching? That could be cool because again, people are going to be at home. They got Netflix. They got YouTube's.
Yeah, dude. I tell you what, I've come straight out of quarantine for COVID-19.
Yeah.
3 weeks on my own in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And now an ankle break injury, and now I'm straight into lockdown. So I actually have a lot of suggestions. It's a lot of time spent watching shit.
I bet.
So,
let's do them. Let's throw some out there now.
Yeah,
what you got?
So, this is one. This is one actually that I started in the last one, and in the last lockdown.
Yeah.
And now I've revisited it, and all my friends have revisited it, and we're having a time at the minute, and it is PUBG. And
you're back on that?
Dude, I'm back on it hard because I can't do anything. I've just got my foot in the air, so
yeah.
It's a chance. And it got me thinking about gaming in general. And no, I'm not going to get PlayStation and do it properly. I will continue to play PUBG, but that's as far as I'll go. But
okay.
I've always had a view of gaming as like, man, it's fucking nerdy. It's not my thing. But so much of it's just socialising when you involve other people.
Yeah, true.
Like the last time I played games, they were like fucking CDs that you put in, and you had no access to the internet. So obviously that's way more nerdy. Whereas this one, I'm just talking with my friends. It's just like hanging out with my friends, and also breaking into buildings, getting guns, and shooting people.
Yeah, I had that PUBG for about 2 minutes. I reckon I had that app. I got it. My character jumped out of a plane or an helicopter, some shit.
Yeah, naked. Yeah.
Landed. Then I didn't know what to do, and I thought, this is annoying. Then I deleted it.
Yeah, dude. Well, I had to hang in there.
Yeah.
I had to hang in there, but I had my brother. So if I had my brother telling me what to do.
Okay.
Because he's always used it because he's been away with different teams, and it's how he socialises with his friends back home.
Wow.
So he was on the headphones, and he was like, dude, because he knew I was fucking on the edge of fucking deleting. And he's just saying, look, just hang in there, come this way, there's a gun here, there's a hide behind here, I'll get this bloke. And it's well good.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, I'm doing that
what's just quickly, what's the situation with H with the basketball? Is it back on or is it done again?
I think it's done again, yeah.
Is it? Yeah, because I was scrolling through my through Sky, just going through the other day, and I seen that Worcester's on TV, and I thought, I wonder if it's an old game. It must be an old game that they're revisiting.
Shit, well maybe not. I think yeah.
It's on Sky Sports Mix.
So he's still allowed to train.
Yeah.
Which is so cool because all gyms are closed, obviously, and that would suggest that there's still something going on. But I think right now, if they can keep them in their bubbles, I mean, they've just flown over like 3 new American players or something. Oh
wow.
Man, what a shit show, eh? What a shit
big
show.
time shit show. Okay, just curious because I was really excited for that basketball game in between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, same.
I was like actually frothing for that.
Yeah, too right. I think I'm going to buy NBA League Pass.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I know this isn't like a largely basketball audience. Maybe some of you have watched The Last Dance during these lockdown periods, but yeah, the League Pass just means you've got access to every single game, full games as well, and they're still going strong now. The season's just started, so.
Right. Yeah, I've not really ever watched basketball, but I've noticed it's on way more at the minute on Sky Sports Mix, which is the free one for the tight northern people. It should be called Sky Sports North. All the free stuff, not in HD.
Dude, Sky is so expensive. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's really expensive. It's not cheap at all.
I can't believe what people spend.
I know.
It's
The
like
only reason we have it is
over
because we
£100.
got it with the internet, which turns out that the internet's absolutely dog shit. But we got Sky as a package, so we don't have any of the what they called like sports channels or anything other than the free ones. But if anyone listening from Sky wants to hook it up, then feel free to reach out.
The Lockdown Companion sponsored by Sky. I mean, it makes sense, to be honest. We get a little code, we get a discount. Everyone sits at home watching Sky.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Not a bad idea. So the NBA Game Pass, and what are they charging for the NBA Game Pass then?
Good point, man.
Who knows?
Quite a lot of money.
Is it? Yeah.
No, it's not. It's 100. It's like 200 quid.
Is it
for the year? So actually, when you break that down into 12, no, I don't know. I think it's a good investment right now for me, but
I think so. And hopefully, we'll get Supercross should come back on while we're doing this. It should be, I think, January sometime. I'm way out of the loop. So hopefully we can get a bit of Supercross chat going. Might even get a Supercross guest.
That would be rad.
That would be sick,
That would be super rad. Yeah. I don't know anything about. So I don't know anything about the virus in other countries and the situations. Actually, I haven't kept up with it. I know Germany, because obviously I've got lots of friends in Germany I speak to all the time.
Yeah.
They're in lockdown. They're in this sort of like, I guess it was like tier 4 style thing, and they're in that until the end of February, I think, or the start of February or something. So they've been in lockdown way longer than us. But it makes you wonder. It kind of makes you wonder whether what's happening in America.
Yeah. I've just looked. So the first Supercross round is January the 16th.
Okay.
And there's only, there's a few more actually. There's not many venues though. The first 3 rounds are in Houston, in Texas. Texas is open, isn't it? Texas don't give a fuck. Like, shoot it. Just shoot it.
Shoot it. Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Supercross would be good, yeah.
Yeah, at least that's something to sink your teeth into.
Yeah, you got any suggestions? Anything you've been watching?
I mean, I've not really been going down much media stuff throughout Christmas and New Year, to be honest, because I wanted to try and piece out from all of it. I've started watching way more YouTube. Just in the last year, I've watched way more YouTube than I ever have. I think from being a bit more involved with this and YouTube, and watching your stuff and Bren's stuff and whatever. So I like pranks. Ed Bassmaster. I watch Ed Bassmaster quite a bit. I like the mumbles and the fart videos and stuff. I'm pretty shitty. Yeah, I like that stuff.
Videos. All right, cheers, Davey. Thanks for your suggestions. Nice one
for
the audience. Yeah.
Fart videos. What else? I mean, and I know I'm a bit Supercrossy sometimes, but there was a guest on Gypsy Tales called Jeff Walker, and he's pretty cool actually. I don't even know much about Jeff, but he's like a AMA motocross privateer, but he documents everything through vlogs. So his vlog channel, his YouTube channel does really good, and he documents this whole, like, every national, he breaks it all down, what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. It's super interesting. So he's racing Supercross for the first time ever, and he's documenting his whole journey from, like, literally the first time he ever rode a Supercross track. Bear in mind, he was finishing, like, top 15 at AMA Nationals.
Mate, that sounds brilliant. What's his name again?
Jeff Walker.
Jeff Walker.
Yeah, so he's documented, like, literally going and riding a Supercross track for the first time, like, the first time hitting whoops, everything. It's really interesting. So that's a good one, because then obviously you can follow his journey, and it's a good way of doing it as well. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Bernard's series was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was, yeah, it was. you couldn't not watch it. You just wanted to know what he was up to, what was going
Yeah,
on. So yeah, Jeff's a similar sort of thing, man. Actually, similar vibe. Not as much lifestyle stuff. Mainly it is like onboard footage and stuff like that. But he killed it. He's a fucking good guy, man. Really interesting podcast as well. So that's a good one to listen to. Mainly about
Brilliant.
he talks a lot about just the media side of, you know, being an athlete now. It's really good. Jeff Walker, Gypsy Tales.
Well, that's well, there we go. We pulled that out of the bag. It was looking bad at one point. It was fart videos, and then you fucking nailed it with something I'm actually going to watch.
Brought it back.
That's one dog.
What about listening? What you been listening to? Anything interesting?
What have I been listening to lately?
Yeah.
You know the sad thing when a musician passes away, you end up going back through your back catalogue of music and listening to their things. So
yeah,
obviously
Elvis,
MF Doom.
Yeah, I need to get into some of that actually. I noticed obviously he passed away and people were starting to share a lot more of his stuff. And I'll be honest, I don't think I'd ever really heard of him.
Yeah.
Maybe bad, you know. I am hip hoppy, but I don't know.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it just you go down different rabbit holes, don't you? But yeah,
MF
I've
Doom.
been listening to a lot of him. Yeah. And then what else have I been listening to? I'm just finding some now. Nancy Wilson. That's probably not one for here. I need to be cooler, don't I?
Nancy Wilson. What sort of music are we talking with Nancy?
1960s.
Really?
So let's not do that one. Yeah, let's not do that one. Let's do my track for the week because I didn't think this was coming. Right?
Oh, that's what it was. That's what we called it. Track of the week.
Track of the week.
Did we?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's gonna be Sophie Tucker. Have I done this one?
Don't think so.
Sophie Tucker.
Yeah.
SOFI TUKKER. Yeah.
Ooh, trendy.
Spelling. And Matadora.
Matadora.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'll try and link it above if I can.
You done, man.
Find it. Cool. Perfect. For me, I've been really loving the Hilltop Hoods, big Aussie hip hop guy. They put a new song out called I'm Good, and it's quite about the pandemic, and it's really good.
Aussie
Great track.
That's not a rabbit hole I've been down.
What? Aussie hip hop?
Mm.
You don't listen to Hilltop Hoods?
No.
Dude.
Never.
Dude.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't know.
All right. It's feel good music. That's what I like to think. Whenever I feel a bit Aussie hip hop.
Stick on. Nice.
Bliss and Esso, Hilltop Hoods, that sort of thing. Yeah, killer.
Interesting.
You'll like that.
That is interesting. It's like, so if you feel down, you listen to up music, whereas that's not across the board. Like some people would listen to down music, or if you're angry, you listen to fucking. Or if you, like,
it's amazing how music can totally shift your
fully,
whole mood. Yeah, mood is probably the best
hype
way.
Music, I'd say I listen to.
Hype music.
Yeah.
You techno-y?
Like if you, no. I mean, no, largely just hip hop to be honest. But like when you're trying to get hyped, listen to something that's like I just listen to something that's a bit fuck you, not necessarily techno. But yeah,
I enjoy one of my guilty pleasures actually. I guess is just like working out with pretty heavy stuff, swinging like I had this like mace made. I like swinging that, but listening to like. Have you heard of the Who? H-U.
Who?
Yeah, not the Who, not the Mick Jagger Who.
No, I haven't. No.
H-U. It's like Mongolian tribal metal. Oh, it's mega, dude.
Whoa.
So good. And they did this track with Jacoby, whoever his name is from Papa Roach. I think his name's Jacoby.
Mongolian tribal metal.
So good, man. Jacoby.
Dude, you are a fucking interesting character, you are. 1 minute you're telling me you like fart sound videos
I'm sure it's
on YouTube,
Mongolian.
and then the next you're telling me about Mongolian tribal metal.
Yeah, it is. It's Mongolia.
All kinds of shit.
Mongolia The Who is a band from Mongolia that blends heavy metal and traditional Mongolian throat singing. That's what I like, throat singing.
Throat singing?
Yeah, throat singing.
My dad listens to Mongolian throat singing. No shit.
I love The Who.
He gets hammer time drunk, and he goes out and sits in his car in the drive and listens to fucking throat singing.
Yeah, that.
No shit, yeah. Honestly, I only know that I've heard it through the window. He's just out there asleep. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he'll love the Who. He might already be into him. He might already be in.
You should go and listen to yours in the car, because Dad likes the acoustics in the car, man.
Oh, I'd love to do it with your dad in the car one day.
Say again?
Huh?
I'd love to do it with your dad in the car one day. Okay,
Yeah.
then, dude.
All right, dude.
To you.
That Mongolian dogging.
Mongolian deep throat dogging. Oh dear.
Oh
This
dear.
is basically it, though. This is it, isn't it, dude? This is what we do for lockdown companion. We literally talk about anything.
No. Yeah, nothing and
What other
anything.
segments were there? There were segments. Not segments, but like we did used to structure
Yeah.
it a little bit.
I was trying to think. Obviously, I didn't really have time to listen back to anything.
No,
but
that's it, no.
I think we definitely did track of the week. We definitely did what you're listening to.
Yeah.
The other stuff came from Where's Ollie, so that was like, trail of the month and all that sort of stuff. More Where's Ollie.
Yeah.
We always, a bit of politics at the start. Always, tickle around the coronavirus sort of thing a little bit. Politics, as it's now called. New segment. Sound Warper, Politics. Get on it.
Wouldn't touch it with a shitty stick.
We want Boris Johnson saying Politics. Yeah, we're going to have a theme tune for the next one, hopefully, so that'll be cool. Might get a nice new updated logo. I think Lockdown...
2 theme tune.
Yeah.
Nice, and that's Sound Warper, obviously.
Sound Warper. Yeah, the man. The man, the myth, the legend.
Wicked.
I bet he likes Mongolian throat music.
Should we try and get throat music in the theme
tune?
Dude, send a text now. We need the... Maybe a couple of...
It could be awesome. Like, what was it? It's going to be like Darth Vader, dark beat, Mongolian throat music.
Like Tribe Called Red. That's what I imagine the throat
music,
theme
yeah. It's similar sort of... Yeah, they do some tracks like that a little bit. Tribe Called Red. Tribe Called Red. So, let's just... Yeah. I just want to hear from people, man, really. What do they want?
Yeah.
What do they want from this? Like, we could probably cover a little bit of downhill stuff or mountain biking stuff if we really want. Silly season at the minute. People are moving around. There's been some really cool changes, actually. Like, Elliot Jackson to Santa Cruz is a pretty big one.
We haven't talked about biking. I didn't even think of that.
No, well... Dude, I barely rode through Christmas. My whole thing was like, right, I'm going to ride loads. But we had like snow and then we had a ton of rain. I just wasn't motivated to go out and ride, unfortunately. Even I rode Warncliffe on Saturday, one of my locals. Not that local, it's kind of local.
That's legendary spot, isn't it?
Legendary, man. So good, the riding in there. So
Wicked.
Good. Just a lot of people out. Which isn't a bad thing, but...
Can be a bad thing, though, can't it?
Can be a bad thing, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
I need to come up your way, ride Warncliffe. That'd be cool. Maybe the second freedom ride should be over your way.
Yeah, we could arrange that for sure. A few people have already mentioned like Farmer John's, maybe.
Oh, cool. Done.
That's sort of Manchester-y way. I think I've never been there before, but I'm pretty sure we could arrange something there. Other than that, we don't really have a bike park, so it'd have to be something like Leeds Urban Bike Park, which is good, but it's not the right vibe.
Big, aren't they?
Huh?
Some of the jumps there are quite big, eh?
There's one big one. Yeah, there's a big, like a bridge
got,
jump.
Like, wall ride thing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big, actually. A lot of pedalling involved to get to that, though. Not cool.
Is there?
A lot of pedalling.
Like
but yeah,
track kind of thing.
Yeah. It's that. Yeah, it is a bit. But yeah, we should do. Maybe we're gonna have to do another freedom ride.
Too right.
I mean, the plan was to do it in July, but we'll see. Let's see. Maybe this could be a platform just to organise it a little bit better and stuff. So
yeah, I wonder. It's very difficult to compare the numbers. Oh no, we're back to pandemic chat. But it is very difficult to compare the numbers from the first one, isn't it? Because obviously there's more testing, like you said earlier, and it kind of doesn't compare. Like we don't really know where we're at. I certainly think the number of deaths has gone down, but then I don't want to say it when it hasn't, so I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
What was it? That's what we used to do. We used to go on Worldometer. We did, and we'd check out the coronavirus update.
Okay. Let's do it.
We did. We're fucking doing it, dude.
Let's do it. Let's check it out. See what's going on.
So we're currently at number 5. I mean, obviously these are pretty.
Number 5 what? Tier?
We're 5th worst, I think, in terms of total cases.
I think the tier system was really, I don't know, you just kept adding tiers to things.
Yeah, you can't move the goalposts, can you? You can't.
Just keep adding one. Oh, tier 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're in tier 5. What's next? Tier 6?
I know, there's loads of funny memes, isn't there, of like tier fucking 500 and you're not allowed to text each other and stuff like that. But I mean, it is interesting looking at this. So still we have Russia, Brazil, India and the USA are all above us in number of total cases. But they don't really necessarily tell you that much because it doesn't tell you what the population is. Obviously, they're all countries with way bigger population than us. I mean, Brazil is twice as big and has. Oh man, let's not talk about it, shall we? I mean, it ultimately is actually kind of interesting. So that is a suggestion. Go on Worldometer if you want to see.
Yeah.
If you start doubting that this is a real thing, maybe it's good to just look at some numbers at least. I don't know. Mate,
just stay positive out there, folks. We'll get through it. We'll help you.
Yeah, okay, so that was a bad suggestion. In which case, after what Davey's just said, that was a bad suggestion. So don't do that.
Oh dear. I don't know. It's a fucking weird world to live in at the moment, man.
Isn't it?
Real weird. Yeah. So what's the situation with the ankle now then? Let's get back on that real quick. So how long have you got the cast on for?
Cheery, isn't it?
I just want it. No, I want some light at the end of the tunnel.
It is fucking positive. Right, okay. Yeah, my ankle is the light at the end of the tunnel. How about that?
Yep.
So I am really positive. I'm currently in like a hard cast. I think up north you call it a pot. Is that right?
Oh yeah, we do actually. Yeah.
There you go. So I'm in like the hard cast thing, and I'm about to finish my first 2 weeks. This Thursday I go in to have it taken off, have all the stitches out, and which is, like, I'm fascinated with what's gone on under there. I have no idea. I didn't speak to the surgeons after because they obviously didn't deem it important like previous ones. I've had to wait around.
Oh, actually, quick question: how did you get the footage for the vlog? It's not your ankle, is it? I thought
exactly that. The surgery, but I really just put it in because I thought it would be funny to put the warning above a clip of the thing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, at least there's a warning, but it's. Yeah. I'm watching it anyway.
Exactly that's exactly the procedure. If you type in internal.
That's funny, man. That's hilarious.
Blah, blah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't give the GoPro to the surgeon, no.
Okay.
But that's what they did.
Yeah, and I'm always curious about when they take the pot off too. Still use the machine, maybe.
Yeah. What, the one that doesn't touch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell of a machine, that.
Isn't it? I don't get
how does that work?
I don't know. Yeah,
Find out, would you?
That I will, and so that on Thursday is one of the things I'm going to find out. Actually, I'll film all of it on Thursday. Probably not got much on, so I'm going to film it and then I'll probably put out some sort of.
Yeah, maybe you could ask the doctor to just quickly explain like how that doesn't dig into your skin.
Like filming in a hospital, you sort of think, will they like it? Will they not like it? Do they want it? Is it part of bad? Yeah. Is there bad shit going on in the background that breaks patient confidentiality or stuff like that?
Sure, if you just ask, like, can I just film this bit?
Did I tell you a funny thing about... Have I spoken to you since I've been in hospital?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I haven't.
No, I don't think
not
so.
On a podcast form.
No.
So I got a funny story. So I was in a bed. Obviously, you're in a bed full of people. You don't really want to... I want to talk to everyone. I want to be positive, talk to everyone about what they've been through. But I don't know if they also want to talk to me kind of thing. So the guy opposite me, I looked up on his board. It fucking said brain. I didn't realise I was in the orthopaedic ward at this point. It said fucking brain on there. So I was like, shit, dude, poor fucker's got his fucking... something up with his brain. So I don't want to, I'm not going to ask him about it. He's got, maybe he's got something really bad and I'll have nothing to You know, you just don't want to make
You
someone's
think
situation
you thought
worse.
he could have been having brain surgery, and he was on the same ward as you.
Yes, that's what I thought. So and then I spent my time fucking in the bed like, poor fucker. He seems with it, dude. He seems like, you know, positive. He seems good. I was thinking there's a board behind me with ankle. Anyway, one time I looked around and it said fucking Olly on it. I thought I assumed it would say ankle in capital letters. Look back over. Fucking Brian's broken his ankle as well. I did like a whole night. I spent like 2 nights in hospital. I did like a good day and a half thinking, poor fucker in surgery.
It's funny because I knew that were coming, but I didn't at the same time.
Yeah, his name's Brian. So poor Brian spent. Anyway, I ended up talking to Brian. Brian's a top lad, and he spent the whole of Christmas on his own in hospital. Obviously, you can't have visitors, so poor fucker. Hope he had an okay time, and hope the surgery went well. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, if you're listening, Brian, shout out Brian. Or
yeah,
Brain.
shout out to Brian. He's a lovely chap. Yeah, Brain. Good old Brain. I mean, how's that? And then it made me laugh. I was just on my own in a bed laughing. It made me laugh because I was just imagining like fucking dudes sat in beds with micro penis written behind them. You know what I mean? Just like embarrassing shit written on the board, like
toy car.
yeah, that's what I was going with. Toy car up his ass on a board behind you, and you have to just sit there, sort of like, this is awkward.
Just playing with it.
Ingrowing butthole hair. Like you just watch as the hot nurse comes over and just reading it, like, oh god, you fucking. Prolapse anus.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we can carry on with that one for a while, but I thought that was funny.
That's good.
Yeah, so
right.
I'm in on Thursday. That's exciting, and I'll keep you updated with that. So next week, I'm going to have an air boot, and I'll be able to show you the scars, maybe. Ooh.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that. What about? That was Canadian. What about? When did we release these? It was always Wednesday, I think. So we'll try and get these out on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
What guests would we like? Have you got any guest suggestions?
I've got loads. Yeah, we just scroll through. Like so many people. That was the cool thing about the last one. So many people were so positive and so up for it that even in terms of like people that wanted to be on it as guests. So that'd be cool. Be interesting to speak to other people. Also, it's quite good to like speak to people who aren't in lockdown. Because nowadays, I feel like most countries have gone into lockdown and come out. So it's quite good to speak to people who now aren't in lockdown. It reminds you that
New Zealand
light at the end of the tunnel. Exactly, yeah.
Just doing the thing over there.
But yeah, they'll be able to relate to it because they have been in lockdown. So we can maybe get on some repeat guests, maybe get on some more UK guests. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah,
we just go with it, shall we? We just keep going with the flow. See what happens.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm stoked. You know, I'm excited to be doing these again in a weird kind of way.
Yeah, fucking right. Well, it definitely makes life easier, doesn't it? I thoroughly enjoyed them in the last one. It kept me going because it was like a thing that it was like a fucking job. It gives you purpose, doesn't it? That's what I struggle with being injured. Is like you lose your purpose, and then that's when you
No, mate. I need it as well. I need it as well. Well, anything.
Sick,
what about we could give people some like challenges to do. Be kinda, just be like, right, you've got to do this. You've got like a week to do, I don't know, best Switzerland squeaker or best manual.
True. Do you know what I think? I think it's difficult, isn't it? Because I guess most of the people just listen to the podcast, but it does add another element if we could have visual.
Yeah.
And talk people through it. So yeah, videos of the best whatever could be quite good, couldn't it?
Yeah, let's see some. We'll set it on the next one. If anyone's got any suggestions for a challenge for the week, like a weekly challenge.
Yeah.
Here's your weekly challenge, and I'll give it a go. You can give it a go if you're not, injured. Some can be indoors. We could do some outdoors. We could do, whatever.
Okay, first weekly challenge: lying down with your left foot up. Because then I can join in. Let me join in for the first.
Okay, all right. Okay, you got to submit a photo laying down with your foot up.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Left foot only.
Left foot only. The Brankle.
The Brankle.
No longer Brankle, it's just Wankle.
And what else have you got planned then, man? Like, if this goes on until, well, it will do, end of Feb. You got any plans to do anything else? Like, I know you talked about maybe doing something else, YouTube or.
I'd love to do. Yeah, again, doing those videos really gives me a job. It's a lot of work. It's not something that comes naturally. So those sort of tasks are really good, and I've got loads of rad suggestions from everyone on YouTube, which is really cool. So I've
Sick.
got plenty of shit to get on with in terms of video stuff. I think it's like it's weirdly hard to get not motivated. I'm just not. Don't know what it is with videos. I mean, you've done videos of yourself. You have to be in a certain mood,
100%. And
and
I feel like, and I've not gone through this, but I think looking at it from your side, you're noticing the channel get bigger and more popular. So then do you feel like there's a certain expectation to meet, or do you not have that? Because I'll be honest, like when this kicked off last night, like the lockdown, and all those messages were coming through, I was like I was a bit like, fuck, like there's an expectation now. And that, I spoke to a friend this morning, and he was like, look, just go with it. It is what it is. But there is like that level of people are
oh mate,
expecting
100%, yeah.
something.
Fucking
And
Instagram gets to you posted 3 days ago, and I'm worried about posting on Instagram as if anyone gives a fuck. But it's a real thing, definitely. As a rider, you definitely as a rider who doesn't do races, especially, you think, fucking hell, I've got to crack on. So it's
yeah,
absolutely. I hear you.
yeah. So you're going to be doing more on the YouTube though, which is cool. Like that's amazing. I think
It's
YouTube's
something
become
that I
more of a
can.
thing for you.
Yeah, it's something that I can crack on with, I feel like, and I think people really appreciate it. I mean, right now, we're all stuck at home, we're all in the same, like we've said, well, in England anyway, we're all
Yeah.
in the same boat. So, I mean, if I can put something out that people enjoy and ultimately, I don't know, dude, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to, yeah, put something out. It is pretty wank. It's quite painful and quite hard to get hyped for it right now, but
Yeah, no doubt.
I will.
But we're all in this together, man.
Exactly. It's a public service to do videos of me talking in a cast in my bike group.
I think we need a public service clip in the intro.
Yeah. Boop.
Yeah,
Public
like
service.
like on the underground.
Yeah. What does it say?
This is a
Public
customer
service
service announcement.
Yeah.
Lockdown companion is back.
There you go. Well, let's try and get it a bit more visual, the lockdown companion as well, because people got time at home to watch shit. So
Yeah,
I
can try.
could plug it through my channel because obviously,
Yeah.
we're gonna up our game, aren't we? We've already talked about it.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
Where's Ollie.
The game is already up in. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got headphones, you've got a light now. We've both got nice new computers. We're on a different software package. I don't even know if people are going to be able to listen to this, mate. I'll be honest, because I don't know how it works. We could just be speaking into the ether at the moment.
Mate. I don't mind. I've always enjoyed
But
our conversations anyway.
we are leveling up. We've got GoPros not getting involved. We've got GoPros coming to sort of film bits.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're leveling up. We are. It is in the future. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? But massive thanks to Focus as well. I want to say that massive thanks to Focus because obviously, I don't know if is it important. I don't know. Anyway, so Focus, we're going to be doing the Where's Ollie, sponsoring the Where's Ollie episodes, but that's going to have to go on the back burner because Where's Ollie is here in the house with me talking shit once a week, so we don't need to do that. So instead, these episodes are going to be supported by Focus. So if you're going to buy a new bike, buy a fucking Focus for God's sake.
It's obvious, dude.
Yeah, it's maybe we do a read on the next one or something. But massive thanks to Focus just for
I like the idea of a read. Actually,
I do actually.
Focus will be up for giving me a really challenging read. I could do the read in German.
That'd be great. Actually, you got time on your hands, man. Maybe you.
I fucked up there because they're 100% going to send me a. I will try and learn German when I'm over there, but they're going to 100% send me a really difficult sentence now.
Okay.
I'm going to have to try and say it.
It's coming up. German.
Yeah.
Focus reads, and I'll transcribe it after.
Perfect.
So yeah, just want to say thanks to Focus. But then yeah, dude, let's support some small businesses. Let's just do what we can to keep the stoke high, man, or for the rest until we come out of lockdown. And then when are we going to call this? Like I don't know, when there's more tiers. How does it work? Because this could go on for years, dude.
Yeah, good point. Well, I guess this is an actual lockdown, isn't it? Or is it not?
Yeah. Yeah,
It is, right?
this is a lockdown for sure, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, this is
when we
a
come
lockdown.
out of when there's a positive announcement, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
same as
dude,
before then.
who knows? Whilst I'm stuck in a house and there's not a coffee shop in sight open, I kind of
Yeah.
feel like it's a lockdown and
Yeah.
we should do
Okay.
a podcast.
Okay, every Wednesday.
Done. It doesn't matter if no one listens to it anyway. Who cares? You never care about that. I don't care.
We've wasted an hour and a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, shouldn't say that directly after thanking Focus for sponsoring. Hey, dude, by the way, you're a fan of ASMR, I know, because you did your ASMR bike check. Have you
Didn't have
noticed
enough views.
the sound
That's
quality of my
genius.
voice? Can you hear that bass in my voice, dude?
Yeah, soulful.
I now have a podcasting microphone attached
Yeah.
to my computer.
Probably worth mentioning, you've always had a podcasting mic. You just never used it.
Just never attached it.
Instead, you just chose to use your phone.
Yeah. So this will be better quality already. Will my video be better quality?
Yeah. Does it look shitty at your side now?
Nah, it looks good.
Does it? What about mine? Is mine shitty?
Quite shitty, but I don't think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a true representation, is it? Does mine
No,
look
it's not.
shitty
It's
on yours?
you're like really pixelated, but it said that
Yeah.
that's what it does, and then it actually gets good quality video after. So hopefully the YouTube should be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's at least going to be in 720, so that'll be all right.
Excellent.
Cool. Shall we? I don't know.
What time
Should we
are we
wrap
at?
this?
See, that's one thing that this new system is really boring to someone listening, but we have previously we've always done this on Skype, so it's got like how long we've been going for.
Yeah. You can't see any of that, can you now?
No, I can't see anything, dude. No.
Ah, okay. So 1 hour 26 minutes at the moment.
Oh, that's all right. That's a good lockdown companion length, I feel.
It is a good lockdown companion
And this
length.
is the introduction, and people have got loads of stuff that they can fucking message us and tell us to do next time.
Yeah. So we
'Cause
need
honestly, that flies by for me.
challenges. We need stories from people. How are you getting on? What's going on? Like anything to talk about.
Yeah,
We
account
need.
numbers, sort codes, PIN
Yeah.
numbers.
There's a PayPal link in the show description. Just make a
Yeah,
contribution.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's going to go
We
towards
slid that in. That was good.
decent now.
Got me
Um,
hypnotised, dude.
What else? I think that was it. And then small business. That's most
Yeah,
importantly.
I
think.
really enjoy that idea.
Let's-
Injuries, injury. Oh no,
Yeah.
that wasn't. That was just a personal note.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, we're
plenty of
having
stuff
an
to
injury
get on
section.
with. We'll come out with a challenge. Well, this week's challenge is to lay on the sofa, left foot in the air, and a photo, and you've got to tag Ollie in your Instagram stories.
Yeah.
So
Done.
the family's there with you, man.
Nice. I'm gonna enter this one. I'll send it to you in a bit.
All right, deal. Sounds good. Put clothes on, mate. For fuck's sake. Oh, is Georgie working?
Georgie's still working. Yeah, she's still working because
Essential.
yeah, because cats and dogs are still getting run over. Cats and dogs still have health things, and they all need to be fixed. So yeah, she's still in there. I'm pleased actually, dude. Like that last lockdown was, both of us stuck in the flat, and I think I'm a bit of a nightmare to be stuck in a flat with. So I'm pleased for her. For her sake, she gets to leave the house and do something.
Yeah. Good. Right.
Wicked. It's been a joy.
See you next week.
Mate, we're back on the weeklies.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, here we are. Okay, right. Thanks everyone for listening. Appreciate the shit out of you. Thank you, Focus. Thank you for everyone. And that's a wrap from us. Stay safe. Stay positive. Right, let me just